Guns seized after video surfaces online of people dancing with firearms at Surrey celebration. RCMP. Canada. Slap shot Rick. Greater than guns seized, arrests made? Charges laid? Daymac_phone, 988. This is just bizarre. Why is this a thing? Dine 314, 234. It's my culture, forget about your laws. Zapirian Rex, 530. People wonder why a lot of Canadians are turning on immigration, particularly from one country. This isn't India or Punjab. We have laws here. OK Crow 1515. 323. Being a Punjabi Sikh born and raised in Canada, it's so embarrassing seeing people from my heritage act like this. The past couple years, any fondness or kinship I've felt with my culture has eroded after countless examples of completely degenerate and classless behavior. My parents came to Canada and conformed to the societal standards and norms. They didn't teach us to pull this shit out of our ass. Absolutely disgusting. Glorifying terrorists. Shitting on public property. Littering. Zero hygiene. Revving their base model Mustangs in the middle of residential neighborhoods. Not to mention the disturbing amount of individuals in the trucking industry who smuggle drugs and other contraband over the border. Rio the Naughty Dog. 1. Removed, 391. Toronto terror arrests raise questions about security screening. Canada. 4 is the answer. Greater than the federal government is declining to explain how a Toronto man was able to immigrate to Canada, despite allegedly having taken part in ISIS violence overseas. Greater than Ahmed Fouad Mustafa LDD, 62, has been charged with committing an aggravated assault for the so-called Islamic State. The alleged incident took place outside Canada in 2015. Greater than sources have told Global News the charge stems from a video released by ISIS that year that shows a man dismembering a prisoner with a sword. Greater than the RCMP arrested LDD and his son Mustafa, 26, at a hotel north of Toronto as they were allegedly about to commit a terrorist attack for ISIS. Police seized a machete and axe at the scene. Greater than while police told reporters both suspects are Canadians. Global News has learned the son does not hold citizenship in this country, and the father immigrated after the ISIS execution video was released. 4 is the answer. 695. While police told reporters both suspects are Canadians, Global News has learned the son does not hold citizenship in this country, and the father immigrated after the ISIS execution video was released. That's really fucking concerning. WTF? If this is how extensive our immigration screening is, we are so screwed. Throwaway 938422232. 510. 10. I was wondering why they moved so quickly after buying such fairly mundane weapons compared to vehicles, guns, bomb equipment, etc., such as a machete and an axe. Well, this explains it. Sources have told Global News the charge stems from a video released by ISIS that year that shows a man dismembering a prisoner with a sword. You have to be really twisted to be comfortable doing that to random people. Euler Radio Pick. 85. No fucking shit, it raises questions. Some of us have been raising similar questions for a few years now. Denangalang. 199. 9. The real story right here. Canada failed to vet many newcomers. Echo 71 9er. 105. The federal government is declining to explain how a Toronto man was able to immigrate to Canada, despite allegedly having taken part in ISIS violence overseas. This tells me government is broken. How is declining to explain even an option? Ghost_N_the_shell. 70. Conestoga College reports nearly $252 million surplus, Canada, banana tubes. This post appears to relate to a province territory of Canada. As a reminder of the rules of this subreddit, we do not permit negative commentary about all residents of any province, city, or other geography. This is an example of prejudice, and prejudice is not permitted here. https://www.reddit.com/r/canada/wiki/rules set soumission semble concerner une province ou un territoire du Canada. Selon les règles de ce sous répertoire. Nous n'autorisons pas les commentaires négatifs sur tous les résidents d'une province, d'une ville ou d'une autre région géographique. Il s'agit d'un exemple d'intolérance qui n'est pas autorisé ici. https://www.reddit.com/r/canada/wiki/reglas*IAM-a-bot. And this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message compose to =r Canada if you have any questions or concerns. Auto moderator 1. Hope they enjoyed destroying their reputation for this amount of money because it looks like the floodgates have closed. Professional Cry 8310 1. Our employer blacklisted the school because of the amount of plagiarism in CVs and poor quality of candidates hired in the AOST 2 years. Cannabis 1. Greater than Conestoga College has reported a surplus of $251,646,838 this year and, according to financial statements, the Kitchener Aunt School more than doubled last year's surplus of $106,220,863, greater than Michael Harris, a Region of Waterloo councillor, said profit isn't what public post-secondary education should be about. Greater than running a surplus of $252 million is sizable, and we all know really the underlying reason why that is asterisk, he added. It's the international student component and the excessive enrollment of international students, so going to be giving any of that largesse to the surrounding communities to help with housing, transportation and infrastructure to handle all the international students, aspiring PR candidates you brought in and dumped on those communities? What's that? Crickets? Greater than Conestoga College told CTV News that no one was available for an interview. But in an email they confirmed the surplus can be attributed to an increase in the international student population. Lol. The OL, sorry. No one is available for an interview, shtick. Cyril Sneer logging div. 1. Not 3 months ago they were appealing to alumni for donations. I had to point out how gross and insulting that was. Bao. 1. I hope IR was worth the reputational impact. La Maison Analytique. 1. Conservatives lie like they breathe, says Yves-François Blanquet, Canada, Media. Now we know for sure conservative polling numbers are creeping into bloc numbers in Quebec. And the BQ is starting to fear they are going to lose a swath of their existing seats to the Conservatives in the next election. Sando Tasty. 1. That's a weird way to spell politicians. Suitable_zone_6322, 1. Well, voting is just deciding whose lies you like best, really. Impossible Head 1787, 1. He's not wrong. Ultra Signer, 1. He's right though. Attain wealth swiftly, 1. Many of us have known that since the 80s. But no one listens to the alarms. They believe the drivel they are being fed. And the people enjoying their heaping helpings of drivel convince others that it's the best meal they've ever had. It's like the Matrix, where you could believe you are eating a steak dinner but what you're really Getting is a bowl of gray snot. Moose_Mumsy. 1. Canada is building a nuclear blueprint for clean energy future. Ontario minister tells U.S. Canada. Difficult Yam 1347. Nuclear is the only way to go if you want to cut out oil and gas. I am all for putting money and effort into nuclear power. Best Hotel 1984. 1. If they want to push EV adoption, this might be the only way. More jobs as well. 4 firsts. 1. Good. Slivovic. 1. Nuclear is the present and future. About time we take advantage of it. Bugaboo. And 2. 1. Canada has a very unique reactor design. 2. That makes us less dependent on uranium enrichment supply chains. A strategic advantage. They sold it to a few of those foreign states and been burned for it. But that's no reason to privatize the sector and give up our advantages. Fantasy Symphony. 1. Canadians are really fucking good at nuclear fission. Sorry, we are pretty much the best. The amount of engineering and trade talent we have in this county is amazing. Tiny Soft Kitten. 1.